It wouldn't be far-fetched to say that the stars aligned for our next guest. While studying music at New York University, her song Alaska caught the attention of Pharrell Williams. The video went viral, and the rest is history. The singer-songwriter makes her debut here at the festival today. Welcome Maggie Rogers to Coachella 2019.
Hi!
How are you?
I'm so excited.
It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
So you tweeted a clip recently of you performing at a small venue in New York called Pianos 3 years ago. Now, no disrespect to Pianos. I've been there a lot in my life, but it's quite a come up from Pianos in New York to Coachella 2019.
I'm so excited. Yeah, it's been a really crazy couple of years. I'm so excited, especially being able to play Coachella with this record out. I don't know, I'm just excited. I've wanted to come to Coachella for a long time, and this is very exciting for me because when I was 18, a friend gave me a free ticket to Coachella for my 18th birthday.
Oh, wow.
But my parents had this very strict rule that you couldn't go to a music festival until you graduated from high school.
Wow,
my birthday was April, just before I graduated from college, from high school, and I wasn't allowed to go.
So this is literally your very first time here and you're performing here?
Well, I came for one day last year because David Byrne and Beyonce were playing on the same day, and that, for me, that's kind of like, all right, okay. Yeah, so, but I'm very, very excited to be here today.
How has your life changed since that video went viral? Has it been overwhelming, or does it just seem like that when people are calling you things like a prodigy? Literally, I see that word in almost every sentence. Maggie Rogers, prodigy. Sorry, I feel like I have to say it in a weird voice.
No, it's okay. It's prodigy.
Exactly, there you go.
Yeah, I think overwhelming is a good descriptor for that. You know, most of my record is about that. In this sort of year and a half after I graduated from college, my entire life changed. And it's interesting because if you think about it, on one hand, that is a time in your life where it's a very age-appropriate thing for your life to be changing.
Right.
You know,
but not in such a dramatic way.
It was specific. Yeah. So it was crazy. It was really overwhelming, and I dealt a lot with I don't know. It felt like there was a very, very thin line between being kind of scared and overwhelmed, and also the craziest amount of joy that I have ever felt in my entire life, and sort of navigating those two sides of my life, and that's very much what my record is about.
That's incredible. Now, I think the word prodigy, it's really not so crazy because not only do you have this amazing voice and you write great songs, you also play multiple instruments, right? Yeah,
I produce a lot of my music. I went to study NYU to study music production, and so I got to work with a lot of amazing collaborators on this record, like Rostam and Ricky Reed and Greg Kirsten, but a lot of the production I did, I'm from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, so shout out to Maryland. And I produced a lot of the record there in Maryland, and then sort of started making these trips to LA to finish it. So, yeah.
All right, so one more Maggie Rogers fun fact. Now, you have something called synesthesia. Am I saying this correctly?
Yeah.
And maybe this is normal for you being the prodigy and all, but for us normal people, this really blows my mind. And it's something that her and Pharrell actually bonded over. So you see and hear your music in colors. So I just explained it, and I'm still confused by it.
So synesthesia is a direct tie between any of the senses, and for me, I just very strongly have color associated with music, with tone and texture, and Lord has this too, Pharrell has it, and it's not something I even really knew I had until I went to music school. It doesn't impede my vision at all. It's just this very, very intense tie between sound and color.
That's really, really incredible.
Yeah.
And you grew up also listening to a lot of neo soul music at home. You just hear the influences. It's so wide ranging.
Yeah.
Are there people on the bucket list that you would love to work with someday that you haven't yet?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's everyone from Lauryn Hill to the Dixie Chicks, you know? I'd love to work with Andre 3000 or James Blake, and I'd also I love Brockhampton, but also if I could write a song with Shania Twain, I don't know. I'm a big music nerd, and so anything. I think probably high on the list would be someone like David Byrne or Patti Smith. Those are two of my biggest influences, and I got to see David Byrne here last year, so I don't know. I got here yesterday, and I've already seen I got to see Rosalia yesterday.
Oh, you've been out here, okay.
Yeah, well, I love music, so I saw Rosalia yesterday, was totally blown away, and I saw Blackpink because they're my favorite.
I've learned a lot about them this weekend too.
They're so cool.
They're incredible.
I just want to be in a girl band, and not it's funny that we still call them girl bands. You know, it's just a band. It's just a band. But I would also on the side, love to be in a band with a bunch of my girlfriends. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Well, look, you're so early in your career and your range is really incredible. So I'm excited to watch what you do. You can be in all the bands that you want. You can be solo, do anything that you like. Maggie Rogers, thank you so much and enjoy your Coachella experience.
Thank you.
Guys, keep watching us right here on YouTube.